From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, we've seen a very nice start to the day today. Temperatures have been warming into the 70s. In fact, we're into the 70s right now. 74 in Lansing and Grand Ledge, 76 in Jackson, 75 degrees in Hillsdale. We're seeing absolutely gorgeous weather out there, so get outside before those rain showers move in. We have a high pressure system keeping those clouds away. Over the next 12 hours, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and yes, temperatures warming into the upper 70s to low 80s with mostly clear skies expected overnight tonight. All the full details coming up in just a little bit. 6 News at noon starts right now.
WMNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at noon.
Congress is back in session after a month-long recess, and they have a lot on their plate. It is our top story at noon. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Kirk Montgomery. Lawmakers have until the end of the month to pass a spending bill to fund the federal government or face a potential shutdown. Meantime, a House Oversight panel is stepping up its probe into the Justice Department's handling of documents related to the Jeffrey Epstein case. And in the Senate, a major hearing is set to take place later this week with Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. following the firing of the CDC director. Natalie Brand is here for you now with the very latest from Washington.
Lawmakers back from summer recess already face a September 30th funding deadline to avoid a government shutdown. Democratic leaders are calling for a bipartisan meeting and accuse Republicans of threatening to go at it alone.
Under the Senate filibuster rules, Democratic votes are going to have to be at the table, but we have to get spending under control here in Washington to get this country back on track.
There is a bipartisan push for more information and transparency around convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell. Today, the House Oversight Committee is scheduled to meet privately with survivors. And Wednesday, Kentucky Congressman Thomas Massie and California's Ro Khanna will hold a news conference with victims as they push for a bill requiring the Justice Department to release all documents related to the case.
They will be telling their story, and they will be saying clearly to the American public that they want the release of the Epstein files for full closure on this matter.
Following the Trump administration's shakeup at the CDC and firing of Director Susan Montaraz, there are also calls from both Republicans and Democrats for oversight and answers.
A New York Times op-ed from 9 former CDC directors and acting directors accused Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. of endangering public health, pointing to recent cuts at the agency and changes to vaccine policy.
The concerns that they outline are really about politics and ideology taking precedence over public health and science.
Secretary Kennedy will face questions on Thursday, testifying before a Senate committee, his first appearance on the Hill since the agency's overhaul. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
And new at noon, a federal court in California ruled today that the Trump administration violated federal law when it deployed members of the National Guard and active duty U.S. Marines to Los Angeles earlier this summer in response to the protests against immigration enforcement operations. In a 52-page ruling, a U.S. district judge found that the president and his administration violated an 1878 law that prohibits the use of the military for domestic law enforcement. The judge blocked the Trump administration from deploying or using the National Guard currently deployed in California and any military troops in the state for civilian law enforcement. Now, this injunction only applies to the Trump administration's use of the National Guard in California, not nationally, and it does not require the Defense Department to withdraw the 300 National Guard troops who remain in Los Angeles. Be sure to stay with the 6 News for the very latest on this developing story. The Lansing School District announced improved test scores across 3 subjects today, crediting parents as one of the biggest reasons for the turnaround. Zach Priest spoke to the district superintendent this morning. He's in studio for you now, and Zach, they say there's been some major progress.
Kirk, yes, they do. Now, the superintendent, a principal, and other district leaders met with us this morning to share recent improvements seen on the Michigan Student Test of Educational Progress, or better known as MSTEP. The state of Michigan says MSTEP is a, quote, computer-based assessment designed to gauge how well students are mastering state standards. The Lansing School District is highlighting scores in specific categories that have improved over the past few years. It says over the past 3 years, 4th and 5th grade math scores have improved by an average of more than 7%, and between 3rd and 7th grade, language arts scores are up almost 5%. Superintendent Ben Schuldiner says they believe parents getting involved is the key.
Parents are so important because they're the ones who know the children the best. They're the ones that are there to support the children. So we want to do everything we can to bring parents involved. In fact, a couple of years ago, we started the Family Superintendent Roundtable so that we could give them a chance to just meet with me once a month and senior staff. We're actually, if you see around the district, trying to start PTAs at every single school because we want to make sure that parents not only have a voice, but have ways to support.
Now, officials say that increased attendance has also been a big part of the recent success. Stick with 6 News. Later tonight, we've got a look at how families in Lansing can save some money while making sure that their kids get to class on time. Kirk?
All right, thanks so much, Zach. The Ari Olds Transportation Museum announcing the transfer of a landmark piece of automotive history to its collection, the 1903 Curved Dash Oldsmobile. Now, it was originally donated by Ransom Eli Olds to the Michigan State University Museum back in 1948. For decades, the MSU Museum preserved the vehicle, lending it to the Ari Olds Museum for a display on occasion. Now, and today, the car is officially transferred to the institution that's dedicated to honoring Olds' legacy and Lansing's automotive heritage. And speaking of cars and transportation, if your commute takes you through Ingham County, a lane closure on I-96 just might slow you down. One westbound lane will close over M52 for bridge maintenance. It's part of the bridge improvement project that started at the end of July. It includes a partial deck replacement and the installation of a new barrier wall. The westbound lane closure starts at 7 o'clock, or it started at 7 o'clock this morning, and it's expected to last all the way through Friday, October 17th. And if you are out on the roads, it's going to cost you a little less to reach your destination. Gas prices in Michigan fell slightly after setting a new 2025 high of $3.99 on August 27th. Michigan drivers are now paying an average of $3.30 per gallon for regular unleaded. That's 15 cents more than this time last month and 7 cents less than this time last year.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, we're having an absolutely beautiful afternoon shaping up as we continue to see mostly clear skies. On our McLaren cam, we're seeing just a little bit of some pop-up clouds here or there, but that's pretty much all we're going to see for the day. Similar conditions down on the Capitol cam, 74 degrees, feeling like 74 degrees. Dew point's still rather comfortable, and we'll continue to see those pop-up fair weather clouds across the area, feeling very comfortable across the area. 72 degrees in Grand Ledge, and we're also seeing those temperatures into the 70s, 76 degrees into Jackson, a dew point of 49, so very comfortable air, making us feel like 76 degrees. Final stop on our Skyview network is going to be Hillsdale, 75 degrees, beautiful skies, and we're still seeing just a little bit of those cumulus clouds popping up here or there. Overall, on our satellite radar, absolutely gorgeous conditions, not a cloud in the sky on our satellite and radar, but we are still seeing those pop-up fair weather clouds here or there. That's all because we do have a high pressure system right to our south, and that's also why we're seeing warmer air being moved in, and that is going to continue for the day today before this low pressure system meanders back into the Great Lakes, bringing with it the chance for some rain showers and cooler temperatures to end the week. Let's track that out for you right now. For the day today, we'll continue to have mostly sunny skies. Clouds do slightly increase, but these are going to be fair weather clouds into tonight and even into tomorrow morning. But as we head into tomorrow, we'll start to see those clouds become more apparent ahead of our next weather system that again will bring those rain showers ahead of a cold front. As we head into today, temperatures back into the 80s, 80 degrees. We'll see average right around 78 degrees, so we're just a smidge above average for this time of year. Again, we'll see those fair weather clouds moving in, but very comfortable, very pleasant weather in the forecast, so get outside and enjoy it today and for the start of tomorrow, because it's going to cool down quite a bit as we head into the next couple of days. Heading into tonight, temperatures remain into the 50s, 56 degrees with a few clouds. Then as we head into the day tomorrow, temperatures still remain into the 70s, and those showers move in as we head into the afternoon and evening. Tracking that now, we see that moving in as we head into the afternoon and evening. Some of this could be heavy, so you could see a little bit of a rumble of thunder or even see a few flashes of lightning, and in those pockets that will be where the heaviest rain is located. That quickly moves out as we head into Thursday morning. Thursday remains dry, and we see just just a little bit of a chance for some scattered rain showers into Thursday. How much rain are we going to be talking about? Not that much. We're going to see maybe a less than an inch, but it depends on how we see that heavier rain move in. Overall, on the 6th day, we'll see those temperatures back into the 60s, and we'll be back into the 60s moving into the weekend. So we're still going to be below average as we head into the next couple of days. But for today and tomorrow, we're sitting right around average. So it's going to be a beautiful day for today and tomorrow before those rain showers move in.
It's really a tale of two seasons in one
honestly,
week. Yeah.
Honestly, we start with a little bit of that summer feeling and then ending with that fall feeling.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. All right, still ahead.